A new biography about the late former First Lady Barbara Bush comes out next Tuesday. The Matriarch was written by author Susan Page. According to Page, Mrs. Bush had some harsh feelings towards President Trump and the Republican Party before her death nearly a year ago. Joining us this morning to talk about the upcoming book are Republican political strategist Jackie Bally and Democratic political strategist Dallas Jones. Good morning to y'all.
Good morning.
And thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And this is something really a lot of folks are going to be talking about. You know, in the excerpts from the Matriarch, we're learning that Barbara Bush had a very big distaste for President Trump, even saying he was the reason behind her heart problems during the 2016 campaign. She also even had a Trump out of office countdown clock on her bedside.
Yeah.
You know, you're a Republican strategist. What do you make of this?
I thought it was, first of all, it was very unfortunate that she felt that that caused her heart attack. We don't wish her ill, but I thought it was funny about the clock. It also was very funny when she said that she could not vote for Trump or Hillary, and she crossed out both names and wrote in her son's name. Look, going into 2016, most of us, especially political insiders, thought it would be a battle between the Clintons and the Bushes, two political dynasties, and to have a political neophyte like Donald Trump come in and not only beat 17 established candidates in my primary, turn around and beat Hillary Clinton, who everyone assumed would be the winner, was something that surprised everyone. Barbara Bush and many of the Bush family, they took it very personally. They were very hurt. Barbara's a staunch supporter of her family. She's a strong mom, as I am. I understand her feelings for her son. So we're not too surprised that she was very upset about the defeat of her son.
Now, as a Democrat looking at this, how are you putting this into perspective?
Wow, Jackie, that was a lot of words. To say something very simple, which is that this was, in my opinion, Barbara Bush's love song to America on her way out, and an opportunity for us to look in the mirror, particularly for the Republican Party, to look in the mirror in terms of where you're going. Yes, she did cross out Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump and vote for her son, as a mother would. I think what's also important to note is that in the book it talks that George Bush voted for the first time in his life for a Democrat. He voted for Hillary Clinton. That's neither here nor there in terms of the outcome of the election, but I think where we are now and where the country is that you know, perhaps, you know, she blames Donald Trump for her heart attack, but I think most of America at this time blames Donald Trump for their heartache.
Now, the country really looked at Mrs. Bush as a mother at one time.
Sure.
But what is this going to do to the rest of the country? You know, how are people going to be looking at this? Because we revered her.
Yes, and we still do. We still look up to the Bushes, not the Clintons, and we still look up to Barbara Bush, and that will not change. We understand that as a mother, she has certain feelings, and those feelings she took to her grave, and we understand that. And we also understand that President Trump did win. He beat Clinton in areas in Iowa and Michigan where his predecessor Obama won. So it's not just the Republicans that embraced President Trump, it was also Democrats that helped him win. And so he is the victor. He is carrying us into better economic times, and he's been a great president.
Wow. Great president. The country is in more chaos than it has ever been. It is more divisive than it's ever been. We've lost our leadership and stability in the world. If that's the definition of a great president, I think we do a terrible disservice to those that have really led us in some of the most trying times of our country. Nevertheless, what I would say is that, you know, we did revere Mrs. Bush, and I think that's why it's very important to heed the warning as we approach 2020, as we look for new leadership in our country. I think as much as we revered her in her life, that we should probably look to and honor her thoughts. Not saying that we should follow word for word what she said, but at least consider her thoughts in her death.
And that's going to happen when the book comes out next week. A lot of people will be commenting on that. But thank you for coming in to comment on it this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Our time 7:37.